It's showtime at Homestead, Miami.
Andre Baranowskis at the line, steals it in the Indy 250.
Line and the back in trouble, and they go. Gordon to the wall, jumps right around.
Side by side on the final lap, coming to the checkered flag.
Steve Morgan, the last half, and the victory in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
All right. What time is it?
Game time!
Don't listen to this guy. Anyways, good evening, YouTube. Welcome here as we get Florida Speed Weeks. Continuing of Florida Speed Weeks, we had the Body Armor Bash at Daytona International Speedway last Thursday night at the high banks of Daytona. Now, here we are about a week later here, and we are down here at New Smyrna Speedway, the absolutely tiny little half-mile oval here down in Florida. And tonight, we are down here tonight for the first 2-minute Maid duels here at New Smyrna to set the field with the top 12 from each race advancing on to qualifying tomorrow and the main event Saturday night under the lights. I'm joined by Marty Johnson here in the booth tonight. Marty, tiny little short track here down in New Smyrna. What are we looking for tonight in this first of these two duels that we got going?
Well, Matt, happy to be here. It's a good old short track night race, kind of like when you were back into the local short track on the weekends. Expected a lot of interesting racing. When you get on the entry of the turn, expected a lot of passing down the low line, but there could be some defense being played on the high side on these exitways because of the banking can provide a lot of momentum here at New Smyrna. But we'll just have to see what happens. This could be a fun, thumping and banging race.
No, it definitely will be, and especially, too, it's important here tonight. Only 30 laps. Again, top 12 drivers will advance to the main, the 24-car main event to kick off the season here in the 100-lap race Saturday night here under the lights. All right, let's take a look here at some of the starting lineup here for tonight. You got Scott Upton in the 07, Christopher Alphabet in the 3. You got the 27 Dale Lightning, Thomas Troxel, Dustin Davis, the pole winner from the Body Armor Bash, Arthur Xavier, Josh Williamson. We got Keegan Thompson back there. Should be a couple other guys, Colton Yo. And going to be an interesting race here as they get this started. Once the field goes off here, so make sure everyone gets up to speed here. Looks like we have. Here we go. Field rolling off of pit lane. Will be taking the green flag when they get to the line. Again, 16 drivers in this first of two. 16 drivers in each one of these duels. 30 laps. Top 12 spots will transfer on to qualify tomorrow night for the Minute Maid 300. Here we go. Scott Upton, Christopher Alphabet, they get us rolling here. We're up to green, and let's go racing here in New Smyrna.
Ooh, an 07 very
And there's the wall. Big wreck on the back stretch. A lot of cars. Oh boy, that brings
Upton tried to save it, but Colton Yo was just in there, and that's just going to bring a yellow immediately.
Not a good start to the night for Scott Upton. I think the 97 got in there. I know the 3-car Christopher Alphabet definitely got in there. He kind of sort of started it all a little bit there. Not a good start here to the night but big loser on that. Scott Upton, a huge hit both to the inside wall and from Colton Yo there. Not
it's a tough break.
Oh, the
no, the 9. No.
Oh, that is not what Eric Monaco wanted there. Looks like he's just taking stop and go. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back. You're going to get the replay of what happened there in the breakdown. This first wreck puts us under yellow. See, back under here, under caution here. Looking at the replay, Scott up in the 07 just got a huge slide up the hill on the initial start, and then he just had nowhere to go. Hooked right into the wall off the 3-car Christopher Alphabet. Dale Lightning in there. Keegan Thompson might have got some damage. I don't think Colton Yo got a lot of damage. The 9 Eric Monaco definitely took his shots there. So overall,
See who came out clean there, by the way, Matt? That Coors Light car. Not too sure who drives that, though, but you have to confirm to me.
Xavier, yeah, Arthur Xavier, and that 16, definitely the big winner there. And take another look at this here before we get back to racing.
So pretty much that 07 of update just gets really tight in 1 and 2, and Alpha Beach is in no room, and turned it, and then he tried to save it, but in comes Coutinho. Not even a half a lap in, we already get our first yellow at New Smyrna.
Alright, here we go. We're going to get back to racing here. 6 laps in the books. First 5 they're spent under caution. Arthur Xavier, Dale Lightning, Christopher Alphaby, Keegan Thompson, Thomas Troxel, Dylan Davis, Bronson Minnick, Josh Williamson, Angel Olvera. And that's your first 9 there, along with the 34 car of Casey Clifton behind him. Here they go, though. Back up through the gears. Arthur Xavier gonna let's try this again. Restart here. We get back underway here. Arthur Xavier, he got a good jump there on that restart. Lightning in second. Alpha B, Keegan Thompson, Thomas Troxel. Let's see if they get through here. So we get through these first turns. A lot cleaner this time. No incidents to see. See out the back already. Got these 3 trailing way behind. That's going to make this transfer spot here very interesting. This 97 Dylan Wilson, he's got some work to do to avoid getting shuffled out and having a shot at Sunday's race, but they are stacking up front.
Yeah, absolutely. The 2x2 as they cross the start-finish line. That's a battle for, I think, the 5th position at the moment. At 70 of Dustin Davis trying to get to the inside, and it's a lot more easier right now than we saw in the initial start because they were all single file there, so no one really wasn't getting like any wicked tight there and leaving anyone with no room to go. But it looks like that 70 of Davis clears away that 53 of Troxel.
Davis, he's getting up there. Troxel's got to be careful. You don't want to get shuffled to the outside and then shuffled back up front, though. Arthur Xavier's lost the lead here. Christopher Alphaby, he's got around him. Dale Lightning, 27. Clear him. Alphaby might have gotten, it looked like he did get into the wall there when he got into Scott Upton, but doesn't seem to be bothering him too much. But Dale Lightning, he's still all over the back of the 3. Xavier settling down in 3rd. You don't have to be too aggressive here in these situations if you're some of these guys are
Man, 3 wide off of turn number 2 as Davis just got tight. This helps out that 48 of Lipscomb, aka Ace Moneymaker. Go!
Oh, the big one here in duel number 1. That is a huge, huge impact there. Bronson Minnick in the inside wall. Lipscomb, Olvera, Thomas Troxel's all torn up, and they race back to the stripe. Christopher Alphaby leads that lap. Goodness, you saw that coming when they came off of turn 4. Lipscomb just forced the issue there, and well, he's going to pay for that one hard. Those 3, Scott Upton, Colton Yo, and Eric Monaco just got the biggest break of the night here. Bunch of cars torn up here. We'll be right back. Got to take a look at this replay so we can break down what happened here for you. Back under yellow here for the replay. Watch Thomas Lipscomb. He just got a little too aggressive there. Made it 3 wide. Bronson Minnick, Dustin Davis, nowhere to go, and just a huge, huge shot there for some of these drivers. So Troxel take a big hit. 75 Angel Olvera. These 4 cars all torn up. I don't know if the 75's that torn up, but the rest of them. Lipscomb stuffed in there. Bronson Minnick, Thomas Troxel. That's a lot of torn up race cars here. Again, that puts the big winners of that. Scott Upton, Colton Yo, Eric Monaco. Gotta be loving that right there, knowing there's more damaged race cars than what they have. Gives them a break and maybe one last shot into making it into this field for Saturday night's race.
Here's your Panda Express onboard with a 12-minute gap. 48 of Lipscomb really forced it and then just sent them all the way up the track. And 6 cars are just collected in this melee. Tough break. They were right out front and were having a pretty good chance to to easily transfer into the main, but right now it could be in jeopardy at the moment here. Oh yeah, we should add as well, man. I don't mean to interrupt you, but they actually kind of caught a good break, especially those drivers that didn't really get any damage some sort, because the caution came out as they were spinning.
Without them getting a lap down. That is correct.
So I could see them as well. If they stay out, keeping their positions with no damage, but some of them obviously will have to come in to fix that damage and put them in at least a lap down or two.
It's a very good point there. It's going to be interesting. All these guys, none of them went a lap down when that caution came out, so we will have to see. We'll get this restart sorted back out here. We'll go back racing to green, probably be under 10 to go. We'll see, who's going to transfer, who's going home here, making it for first of the two duels here for the Minute Maid 300. Well, here we go. We're going to restart on lap 19 of 30. Ton of torn up race cars, but Christopher Alphaby leads. Arthur Xavier, Dale Lightning, Dustin Davis. See that torn up 12 car Bronson Minnick. This is going to be interesting to watch for. Neither of these two cars is in good shape, and they are starting behind a boatload of cars. Dylan, or in front of a boatload. Dylan Davis, Keegan Thompson, Casey Clifton, Brock Nelson, our body armor bash winner, but here we go. Back up to speed, and the top three break away, and just as we were worried about, we got the 12 and 7, they're all stacked.
Oh, man! Oh, no! Oh! They saved it! Slowed down the 34's momentum, and that was our reaction as well when we saw them get tight.
They go. They are getting all dicey here in the middle of the pack. Remember, this is for the transfer spots right here. Currently sitting where that 9-car Eric Monaco is the transfer spot out of this race. But let's see here. Gonna slide Davis to the top. He turns him.
He turned him.
Brock Nelson just was not going to play nice there. Arthur Xavier, Christopher Alphaby racing back to the line. Alphaby's going to win the race back to the line here.
We actually give us one more restart here in duel number 1. But who's got the final transfer spot at the moment?
At the moment, at the line of all people, Scott Upton wrecked on lap number 1. He's sitting pretty in that transfer spot right now. And you gotta remember too, he's got Colton Yo behind him, and he's got Brock Nelson, but that is it, because we figure the 70 of Dustin Davis probably isn't gonna be a factor here for that spot. So we will see. Scott Upton crashed early in lap 1, but look at his shot back at it. We'll take a quick look at the wreck, and we'll be right back. See, taking a look here, one quick look at the replay here. Brock Nelson, Dustin Davis, Brock Nelson was not having any of that. Hooked the 70 car right in front of him. 70 car at this point, Dustin Davis. Fortunately, I don't think his chances of making the show are looking too good here, but a little bit of frustration now. Brock Nelson hooks him. We're back under yellow. And we're going to get the restart here. These guys got to be careful. This might be the last one we get here, depending on the way this is going, but we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back with the restart here. 4 laps to go. Who's going to get it? All right, we are back.
My money on Mr. Coors Light himself.
All right, we are back here. You've got Christopher Alphaby, Arthur Xavier, Dale Lightning, Dylan Davis, Keegan Thompson, Bronson Minnick somehow managed to hang on up front there in that 12 car, which that is absolutely incredible given how torn up that is. Casey Clifton, Josh Williamson, Eric Monaco, Angel Olvera, Chase Lipscomb, Scott Upton with the last spot. Take a look here. Here they come up to the field here for the restart. Back up through the gears. Christopher Alphaby, what a blinding restart.
He's gone. He's gone. I think that 16 of Xavier spun the tires and it could open the door here for Dale in that Twix car.
Oh,
but I don't think it's going off Twix. Shot.
Oh, and there's another.
The 2.
And that is going to do
That's going to end it. Who's got the final spot in?
And you're not going to believe it.
That's the 70.
Dustin Davis in a torn up race car just transferred his spot into the show Saturday night.
Oh, Davis is not happy at that 07.
Ton of flared tempers here. What a drive by that 7. That is incredible. And
You hate to see it though for Dale Lightning as well as Colton Yole. You really do.
Colton Yo, you feel for him. He did not have a good night, but Dale Lightning sitting there, running P3 on the restart, was looking like he was going to get a nice top 2 finish, and then it just went all downhill from there off the front of the 97. And Colton Yo caught up in that. Suma not on his own doing. And Brock Nelson, last week's Body Armor Bash winner, he's going to miss the show here at New Smyrna. Tough way to end the night for some of these guys. Dustin Davis, unreal drive by him. Scott Upton crashed lap number 1, makes his way back into the field. Angel Olvera in a wreck. Thomas Lipscomb, Eric Monaco, Bronson Minnick. I do not know how this man was able to wheel that race car under a restart with all those cars flanking around him, but somehow he managed to pull that off. Casey Clifton, Keegan Thompson, 97 and Dylan Davis, Arthur Xavier, and Christopher Alphaby got in that wreck on lap 1, but for the most part beyond that it was smooth sailing for him. Take one quick look at the replay here. See the drivers who have transferred. Take a quick look at that replay there that ended Dale Lightning's chances of making the show Saturday night. And we will wrap up and we'll get to duel number 2 here. And tonight, Christopher Alphaby, the winner of the first duel race here tonight. Taking a quick look at the replay here before we hit duel number 2 tonight. Just Dale Lightning in a tough spot there. The 97 of Dylan Davis just ran right into the back of him. Colton Yo also in the back, off the front of Brock Nelson. Second lap in a row there. Brock Nelson just hooking somebody there, but that's the first duel in the books. Calamity here at New Smyrna. Christopher Alphaby will win that duel, and we will see him as he moves on into the Minute Maid 300 field, and he will be able to sit out the rest of the night. No stress there, and he will be qualifying tomorrow night in the main event Saturday. We'll be right back after a short break with race number 2, duel number 2 here to set the field for the Minute Maid 300. And we are, after that short break there, we are back here for duel number 2 tonight, the second of these 230-lap duel races. Again, top 12 transfer on. It's going to be interesting here. You got a different field here. Again, the first race, the way the fields ended up being split was 1 car for each team. Again, 2 cars per team, so 1 car per team in each duel. Even the fields out. I mean, the second cars now in this race. You got Usman Hamid, Kelly Rhodes, 72 at Equan Haslam, Patrick Smith, Christian Russell, Davey Johnson, Igor Barreto, Alexander Rowe, the whole field there. Interesting to see. So we saw absolute calamity break loose on a level. I mean, it was insane in that first duel. Do you think they tone it down here for the second duel? Do we think we pick it up more?
Yeah, I think they toned it down a little bit. They were watching duel number 1, and they definitely understood what was happening. Those drivers were taking too many risks. So you're going to see some less 3 wide, less bold moves, especially early on. Maybe later in the race, you'll see some of those risky moves.
Hopefully they'll get a little bit more clean racing. We saw some bits of it there in the first duel, just a lot of chaos, but either way, Usman Hamid, Kelly Rhodes, Equan Haslam, Patrick Smith, Davey Johnson, Christian Russell, Alexander Rowe, Igor Barreto, Brett Sierra, number 98 of Nathan Faden. Round out the top 10. Here we go. Second of 2 duel races here is underway at New Smyrna.
Easier start that time by Usman Hamid. Definitely clears that 54 of Rhodes. Showing right now that middle line, not really the place to be, but Rhodes actually got tied up in 3 and 4. Now loses second. Here comes Haslam in the 72.
Much cleaner start here so far. Haslam in the 40. Usman Hamid in the 40. Equan has him in the 72. Davey Johnson, Kelly Rhodes getting shuffled back. Alexander Rowe, Patrick Smith. 2x2 here through the back of the pack. Top 3 broken into 6-5 here. Much cleaner looking racing so far. Brett Sierra, you got the 88. Justin Zidell taking a look here. Transfer battle right now. It's Igar Barreto. It's the 18. Brandon Nelson. Brock Nelson is it's the 79. Robbie Newman. This is going to be a fun battle to watch for here. These guys look like they're going to get really dicey.
Ooh, that 61 of Russell, I think that was, shut the door there on Noonan, and he's trying to look on by Brett Sierra for a position.
Christian Russell, he's hitting the fast car here throughout the Florida Speed Weeks. Fastest in preseason thunder a couple weeks ago. Had a pretty okay car in the body armor bash, just more felt like he was getting his feel for the track. Back up front. Usman Hamid has lost the lead. We apologize for that. Equan has him now leads. Davey Johnson second. It's all over the back of that 72 car.
And we get that good battle for third happening as well there. Matt Kelly Rhodes looking inside, trying to regain her. Is it a he or a she? I just want to make sure.
We believe it's a him, but we could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm just going to say Kelly's looking down low, trying to regain to what Kelly lost earlier on.
Usman Hamid there, Kelly Rhodes in the 54, Davey Johnson in the lead. Much more clean racing so far. Much cleaner throughout the field, across the field. Nobody stacking up 3 wide. Lots of just, spread out. People swapping spots. Davey Johnson leads. Kelly Rhodes, Usman Hamid, Alexander Rowe. There's your top 5. Patrick Smith, Brandon Nelson.
Oh, don't go 3 wide here. Man, that my driver, Justin Zidell, almost took it really risky by trying to look inside there on, who's that, Brandon Nelson for that spot? And it was. Now he's looking inside on,
Here we go. Got sorts of action throughout the field. Brett Sierra and Chase Buck, Igar Barreto, Christian Russell sitting on the outside looking in currently. It would not be something you want. Be a disaster for Trans-Tasman Racing if Igar Barreto was to slide out of the field here. They have not had a good night so far.
Barreto got a little bit tight there off of turn 2. Look at that. Let's see the battle for 12th. I think that's getting pretty good. I think that is the 98.
Nathan Faden trying to hold on to 12th.
Ooh, now Noonan's got to be careful here. He's stuck on the middle line. This could open the door for that 61 of Russell here as they go into turn 3. Noonan's got to shut the door, but he can't.
Can't get back to the bottom. Now Russell looks like he's going to take his turn, peeking back inside the top 12. So give Christian Russell the transfer spot here for the moment. Ivar Barreto trying to sneak his way in. He's still got some spots to make up. He wants to get that Halden team back into the field, into the show. They don't currently, Trans-Tasman Racing, have a car into the field on Saturday.
And that's for 11th right there.
Christian Russell on the inside of Fitzwater. Now that's gonna, they get side by side. It's gonna open the door for Igar Barreto. Just try and sneak in. It'd be, man, would it be if Igar Barreto knocked Zachary Fitzwater out of the field for Saturday's race?
My goodness, that would be big because everyone knows who Zachary Fitzwater is. He's like pretty much the king of NR 2030 in any series you talk about.
Definitely accomplished racer. Davey Johnson still leads over Kelly Rhodes, Patrick Smith, Usman Hamid, but we are going to focus on this battle because as we determine, it's only the top 12 spots that truly matter here. It's not much winning one of these races, but here for 12th position. Zachary Fitzwater's got the inside now, so give him the preferred line. Now Brett Sierra wants to get back down.
And that's for the cutoff right there. That's for the cutoff for 12th position at 77 of Sierra. Got so close. And look at Russell just shut the door on him at a perfect exit off of turn 2, keeping 12th.
Christian Russell there trying to hold on for dear life here. Brett Sierra. Chase Buck just sizing this up. Robbie Newman, he had an excellent run the other night last week in the body armor bash. This would not be the way he wants his Florida Speed Weeks to go. This continues here, but Igar Barreto, it's not looking like a good Smyrna weekend here for Trans-Tasman Racing. Colton Yo wrecked out. And Igar Barreto just doesn't have enough here, it looks like, to get in. Tries to make that middle lane work on Brett Sierra, just nothing there. Laps are winding down here. These guys are running out of time. And worse than that, Brett gets inside. Worse than the fact of running out of time. In front of them, Christian Russell and Zachary Fitzwater have checked out.
So here's what these final 4 drivers are going to need right now, as we have 6 laps to go. And because this track is less than a mile long, definitely a caution is going to need to come out, and they're going to have to hope that involves a few drivers in that front pack so they can try and advance up. At least 1 or 2 cars that get involved before yellow flag would definitely help out the 51 of Barretto big time.
Barretto, but I don't think at this point, I don't think a caution without a multi-car wreck is not going to do anything. Davey Johnson leads. Kelly Rhodes, Justin Zeidel's moved his way through the field. Patrick Smith, Alexander Rhodes, Equad Ryan Durrani. Davey Johnson up front, spacing out here. It's looking like it's going to be a tough night for these guys. Chase Buck, Igar Barretto, not a good start to the year for Trans-Tasman Racing. Brett Sierra, Robbie Newman, looking like they're all set to miss the show here. Christian Russell got his way, powered his way out of trouble. You got to give him credit. It was looking like it was going to be a pretty rough night there for him. He just got up on that wheel, drove that car away. He's been able to, as long as he doesn't wreck here in the next lap and a half, looks like he is going to make the show here for Saturday's Minute Maid 300. But that lead up front, Davey Johnson driving that 55 Mitsubishi for DeCohen Racing. Clean race for him. And he's going to come across the line here, score the win in the second of 2 duels here tonight. Kelly Rhodes, Justin Zeidel, Patrick Smith, Alexander Ryan Durrani, Justin, my bad, Equan Haslam, Usmain Hamid, Zachary Fitzwater, Brandon Nelson, Christian Russell, Nathan Faden. That is going to make up your transfer spots. Chase Buck is not going to make it. Igar Barretto is not going to make it. A terrible night for Trans-Tasman Racing. Brett Sierra, Robbie Noonan, the 4 drivers who do not make the field for Saturday's main event. So that does it here from the Minute Maid Duels. We have set the 24-car field. And again, not the starting lineup. We have set the field who will qualify. 15-minute session for that coming up tomorrow night at 9 p.m. And then Saturday night will be the big main event, the 100-lap feature event to kick off the season here at New Smyrna. But Marty, so a lot of tale of two, as they say, the tale of the tape. Duel 1, a ton of chaos. Duel 2, everybody settled down, a lot of clean racing. What'd you say your biggest takeaway from the second duel tonight was?
Gotta be patient in these short track races, especially when when the main's going to be a little bit longer than 30 laps. So I think you're going to see a little bit of both patience and some drivers being a little bit aggressive, half and half. Should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
It'll definitely be an interesting race here coming up Saturday night. First, though, Royal Purple P1 qualifying, 15-minute session tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Until then, we will see you there. From Marty Johnson, I am Matt Tuck. So long, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow night.